Hey everyone, this is Anil, and in today's video I'll show you how to use suggestion mode in Multicollab. So suggestion mode is very similar to what you use in Google Doc, which is called Suggest Edit. I think in Microsoft Word it is called Track Changes or something like that. But in a nutshell, suggestion mode, Suggest Edit, Track Changes is where any part of the content in WordPress post that you or your author changes, it will become a suggestion and edits that can be reviewed later by you or other people who are contributing in the content. So we provide suggestion mode on Multicollab on one of the premium plan. So either you should be using the Pro or VIP plan for these features. I just wanted to make sure that you have the right plan, and I'll also show you that in this demo I'm using Multicollab's version 3.0. So a lot of interface and screen that you see here will be different than what you are using if you are on the different version or different plan. So just wanted to make sure that you are using version 3 or higher. And in this video, I'm also using the VIP plan, but suggestion mode works for the Pro plan as well. So if you're on a Pro plan, probably you can use you will see the similar interface on the screen. Let me show you 3 different ways you can use suggestion mode in Multicollab. So first is let's say when you go to a post, like if you're drafting a brand new post or you are editing a post, just go to this interface, the screen. I'm sure this is very familiar to you. This is a Gutenberg block editor of your post, and I have just added a sample yoga post here. So like I said, there are 3 different ways that you can enable or utilize suggestion mode with Multicollab. So first is click on this little icon here on the right hand side, and then click on the settings. And here, if you see, I have already enabled Suggest Edit, but it might possible that you have that disabled. So this is where you can enable or disable the Suggest Edit or suggestion mode in Multicollab. So if this is off, go ahead and press on this. It will be enabled. You will also see that down here the suggestion mode is on. And just keep in mind that suggestion mode right now works only on a few certain kind of blocks. We are still working on making it compatible for a lot of other blocks, but at this moment it only works for the paragraph and the heading. So these are the only 2 blocks that suggestion mode will be working and will not be working on other blocks. So let me just go ahead and do it one more time so you know. So this is where I can turn off or turn on, and as you see the message here, the mode only works with paragraph and heading blocks. So that's one way. So now it is on. So anything in the document, if I change, will become an edit. Mind and soul. So as you see, I wanted to add a little bit some more text here. So as soon as I added that, it says that I have created a new change. So this is how you can basically add any new text and become a suggestion. You can also change, like if you delete something, it will also become a change. If you do any formatting, just like Google Doc, like the bold, that will become change. So all these things that you usually can perform so that the users are aware about it. What are the changes that you have made in the post? So this is a paragraph that we have been editing. Now let me show you how suggestion mode works on the heading as well. You say 5 types of yoga. So just like on heading and paragraph, it will work. So once again, if you want to enable that, you can go ahead settings, and this is where you can enable the suggestion mode. But that's number 1. You can also enable suggestion mode using, let's say, if you select any text here, you see a little, these two buttons, we call them floating buttons. So you can either add a comment or enable or disable suggestion mode. So if you click on this, it will turn the suggestion mode on for you. And so now again, if you change anything in the document, it will become a suggestion. So this is this is number 2, how you can enable or disable suggestion mode. And there is one more way, third way actually, which is if you go to the settings, so click on the plugin Multicollab on the sidebar on the back end, and if you go on a settings, let me click on a settings. Like I said, this is a version 3, so there are a few things will be different than the version that you are using, so make sure that you are upgraded or updated to version 3 or higher. So here you will see another setting for suggestion mode. So right now what happens is, like, suggestion mode by default is off on all the posts, but if you want to enable it for a certain kind of post, you can automatically do that. So instead of turning it on and off on each post, you can make it enable for certain categories on your post. So let's say if you click on turn on suggestions on this post categories, and if I select the taste category through 3, then all the new post that you create under this category, it will have the suggestion mode on. The same goes for, you can also do that for the custom post types. So if there are certain kind of post types where you want to enable suggestion mode by default, that is also possible, and you can do that. And this is also an option where you can by default enable the suggestion mode on all the posts and pages. We do not recommend this, but if that's something that how you want to use it, you have an option here. So yeah, so that's how, these are the 3 different ways you can enable and use suggestion mode. Thank you for using Multicollab.